So for those of you who don't know me, my friends call me Misha. Behind the piano, my name's Lemba. That's my stage name. It's just an excuse for me to say silly things, and then I don't have to blame myself about them. What am I even saying?
I think the hook is like, you freed a lot of people, but they say good die young, yeah. I just turned around and he was gone.
You should sing that.
Is that the one like, does anybody here know my friend?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. That
Has anybody here?
Yeah, okay, I know that song.
I met Lemba through opera, actually. I started singing when I was 19, and within a few years I was an operatic tenor. And I believe we were doing an opera, a scene from an opera by a French composer, Poulenc, and I was playing the chaplain, and she was playing one of the nuns. So we always like to talk about how I was a priest and she was a nun when we first met, and it was good fun. We seemed to view each other from a distance a lot of the time, which was such a highlight of working with her, getting to perform with her, and getting to see all of it take shape, as I said. She's someone who you can sit down and have a conversation for far too long with about creating, and it just feels so fulfilling. So I've gained so much insight to the creative process, and I find it's always so helpful being a creative. You can really start to doubt yourself, and to have other people there to say, no, this is normal, this is what I do. It's fun to see the differences, and it's fun to see the similarities, and it's really reassuring, and it's been so helpful in that way.
Well, I mean, our churches are kind of affiliated, and we have kind of similar young adults communities and stuff, and we're both musicians, so I mean, I think the first time I met her was actually at their young adults retreat. And we did worship together, and I led worship with her. Like, one of my hugest things is support the people that are growing and starting out, and this is my way of doing that. If I can be part of their process and help them along, you know, I love to do that. So like, it's how people start out. People need that push, and they need community, and they need help to get going. So yeah, and it's like she's really great to work with too. So she knows. I remember in rehearsal, like, she just knows exactly what she wants to hear.
So after I sing fallacies of the octave, go back to the verse.
Don't mind me.
So go back to the
natural.
First thing, right? So
Go back to the first thing I'm going to play.
David is a gift. He's one of those annoying people that doesn't need to try with music. He just gets it. It just flows out of him. Music lives within him at all times.
when I sing Holy Side You're Coming, which I'm going to sing twice, that's when you... Sorry. Anyway, okay. The last time I was singing fallacies.
I am determined to take him anywhere I go musically. He is a lifer, someone that I want on my team for as long as I keep creating in this life. I couldn't imagine doing anything musically without David.
Is it, or do you want it on?
No.
Now, the minor now?
Noelle is someone who is extremely grounding.
What?
Okay, let's do it from the anyway. What are you doing?
She's a little more reserved and hidden away, but with that comes this wealth and depth of talent that I've had the pleasure of seeing moments of during this time.
So definitely in the season where a lot of my creativity got rediscovered, I was in a place where I was feeling stuck and stagnant and not having any space or inspiration to create, because it was just the same thing and the same almost like expectations, and knowing how my day looked provided no inspiration and no creativity.
And yet that's something that most people can relate to.
Yeah, 100%.
So there's a really interesting story about the song Moon and the Mountain, and it has to do with the dream that you had. So can we get a little personal? Can we hear about the dream?
So the Moon and the Mountain came to me in a dream, and the dream is literally the first verse of the song, where I sang last night. I woke up on the edge of a mountain in the shadow of the moon, and my dream was literally me sleeping on top of a mountain in the moonlight, and there was a dude at the bottom of the mountain calling to me, and I followed him down the mountain, and we got into just debauchery, and then I woke up. And the first thing I did that morning, I woke up, and my dreams are so vivid. When I remember dreams, they're very vivid, they're very cinematic. And I woke up and just reached for my guitar, and that usually never happens. Words come from me first, and music is usually 2 or 3 weeks after. But I grabbed my guitar and was singing the first line while playing, simultaneously. In my ear, too lovely to. A lot of these songs just came out of situations that were sad. Life happens, and sometimes it's sad. And writing and creating art for me is a way of working through some of the emotions that I felt from the situations that were happening. And yeah, there definitely was a lot of healing in just releasing.